As a bowler, nothing sucks more than running in and not being 100% certain of where the ball is going to be going. So in this video, we are going to be covering 6 possible reasons as to why your bowling may be inconsistent, as well as a drill that will help you improve in that specific area. This video is for all bowlers, so please watch to the end, as all of them are going to build onto each other, with the last one, number 6, being the most important. For reason number 1, we're going to be looking at a base starting point of any good repeatable bowling action, and that is the run-up. The run-up is there for you as a bowler to get into the perfect delivery stride for you. And please remember, it doesn't matter if you bowl off spin, leg spin or seam up, everyone needs a good run-up that is tailored to them. The key points to any good run-up is that it's rhythmical, repeatable and consistent. If any of these 3 things aren't on point, you'll struggle to get the most out of your run-up and ultimately your bowling action. There's a great drill that we can use to get a good rhythmical run-up, but you'll need a friend or anyone really to have a look for you. You'll start at the crease with your heels on the line, and from here I want you to do what is comfortable for you and complete your run-up with your eyes closed. Here's where your friend comes into the picture, because they'll have to mark where your front foot landing is. Now that you have completed this once, I'd like you to do it another 5 more times and mark it each and every single time. From here on, we'll go and have a look at the marks and take the area that was the most consistent or has the smallest variances. This will be our run-up and the starting point to a good, successful delivery. The second reason that you may be struggling for consistency is your foot, hip and shoulder alignment. A lot of players have mixed alignments through these 3 sections, which causes the body to work against itself, which could lead to less consistency and even a potential injury. A general rule of thumb is for these 3 sections of the body to align in the same way.
I'm a drone.
A really basic but extremely effective drill to help us improve this would be to do some standing and bowl. Yeah, we can line everything up and be fully conscious of what the body is doing. I want you to start on your back foot, standing with your foot aligned to what your action normally is. From there, you're going to lift your front leg up, trying to align your hips and shoulders to the correct alignment to match up with your foot. And from here, we're going to snap down into our bowling action, ensuring that the lines are working towards the target and over each other and bowling the ball. Please make sure that you're nice and balanced before completing your action. Do this until it feels comfortable. Then start moving backwards by adding a jump, a couple of steps, and then a run-up. This is also known as reverse training. Hey, do you want to align yourself with this channel? Check out our memberships or simply leave a like. That would be splendid. The third reason that you may be struggling for consistency is your front arm in the bowling action. A lot of players, normally the younger ones, struggle with this quite a lot. They let that front arm pull or push them off of balance through the action, leading to them not working towards the target and ultimately leading to them having a massive drop in consistency. Ideally, we'd want that front arm working high and forward towards our target and then pulling hard and tight into the body. This will help us get through our action and towards our target. An easy way to explain what we want from our front arm is to imagine us plucking an apple from a tree and then pulling it down and towards us. To do this drill, we'll need some sort of a resistance band. From here, I'd like you to take the resistance band in your bowling hand. Then with your leading arm, you're going to hold the other part of it and you're going to go up, forwards towards your target and then pull it into yourself with the assistance of the band. Do this many times so that you can get used to that feeling of your front arm moving up and forward. Next, tie the resistance band to a pole. From here, we're going to be standing in front of the pole. We're going to then take our front arm and pull the band into us to get used to the power of pulling towards our body and then pulling through so that we are strong with our front arm. Again, just keep doing this until you are nice and comfortable. Once you are comfortable, feel free to go bowl a couple of balls off of a short run to see how the front arm is working. The fourth reason is a pretty basic one, but one that we see quite a lot, and it is an inconsistent wrist position when we are releasing the ball. All we want is a consistent and strong wrist, making sure that it works in the correct line that we want it to. This one is pretty basic, so we're going to jump straight into some drills. First one we're going to be looking at is finger spin. For this one, we're going to get on one knee and we're actively going to throw the ball towards our target with an off spin finger action over the ball. Put it in your off spinner's grip, get your elbow nice and high and thrown over the top. It's important that the pinky on your fingers is pointing towards your target, so you work over the ball to get some overspin, but at the same time getting sideways spin. It's important that the seam is pointing towards 45. If you are a wrist spinner, we are going to start by holding the ball in our hand in the wrist spinner's grip. From there, we are going to try and toss the ball up, add in revs on the ball, trying to get it to bounce in front of us and turn back in towards us. This is to make sure that we've got a strong wrist movement through the ball, but at the same time that the ball is coming back to us with a good seam presentation. To move on from this, we are now going to go underarm throws towards the target, trying to get as many revolutions onto the ball as we possibly can. It's important to note that for this, as you are throwing the ball, you want to pull back on the ball slightly, because that is going to be representative of how you're going to be bowling the ball over the top of your action. For seam bowlers, we're going to be focusing on wrist flicks, and we're going to split it into two different sections. The first section, you're going to take a ball holding its seam up, and we're going to flick from the bottom of the ball up. This is to make sure that our fingers are on the ball and that the wrist lines it up. Throw into your friend or towards the net, you want the seam presentation to be as upright as possible with backward revs on the ball. The progression for this is you are now going to be doing it from an overarm set. Going to be holding your elbow of your bowling hand while the ball's in the fingers of the bowling hand, seam up. You're going to flick the ball towards your friend, trying to pull down hard on the ball to keep that seam up, to have a perfect presentation and to show off to everyone around. Our penultimate reason is not finishing your action. When you do not complete your action, you are losing some of that forward momentum towards your target. This could cause you to either fall away or cut in your follow through phase, which ultimately ruins your consistency through your bowling action. It doesn't matter if we are finger spinner, wrist spinner or seam bowler, each and every one of us needs to complete our actions. We do this by pulling our bowling arm past our opposite hip in the completion of the bowling phase. Let's look at a basic drill that we could use to improve this fault. Grab two balls, and for this you can hold one ball in your bowling hand and one ball in your front arm. You're going to kneel down in front of a net with a net behind you. You are actively going to be bowling through your action, releasing the ball forward from your bowling hand, and at the same time you're going to be releasing the ball backwards from your front arm. Your bowling arm has to follow your front arm through the line that it went and follow the ball all the way to the back, ensuring that we are completing our action with both of our arms. The final reason, and the absolutely most important reason that you're struggling with your consistency, is your mentality. As with anything in cricket, bowling confidence and having a positive attitude is key to being a good, consistent bowler. When you are running into bowl, you need to believe that you'll execute whatever plan you have for that delivery. If you don't believe that you will, you have already lost the battle. Now I know what you're all going to say. How if I'm already super inconsistent, am I going to build confidence and have a good bowling mentality? That simply comes from being able to trust our action, and that our action will be able to deliver the results that we need. By working through reasons 1 to 5, you should build massive confidence in your bowling action, and that should be your stepping stone to building your confidence. Thank you for watching this video, and a big thank you to our partners MRF, and special mention to all the members that help make these videos possible. Help you listed. Finally, check out this video for a detailed guide on how to build the perfect runner.